There's a lot of extraction shooter games on the market today. You've got Escape from Tarkov, Arena Breakout Infinite, Delta Force, and even Call of Duty's DMZ mode. Now, while all of these games are great and I've spent plenty of time in all of them, there's one aspect of this game that keeps me coming back to it over and over and over again. I am genuinely terrified when I play Hunt Showdown. Now, the game that we're obviously talking about is going to be Hunt Showdown. Now, it's crazy because I actually looked up when I purchased this game, and it turns out that I purchased this game February 20th of 2020. So it's already been about 5.5 years of me playing this game on and off, and I've really enjoyed my time with the game. And I think one of the reasons why I keep coming back to this game is because I can really come back at any time. There's no massive quest lines to grind out, there's no wipes, and really no big deal to stress myself out on committing a bunch of time to the game. Yeah, I might miss out on some seasonal items, battle pass skins, etc., but these days it seems like my gaming time comes at a real premium, and my gaming time seems like it's always competing with work, school, and time with my girlfriend, friends, and family. So having a game like Hunt Showdown to be able to jump right back into and enjoy some genuinely creepy environments and extremely tight, heart-pounding PvP engagements means that when I do get some time to game, I usually gravitate towards Hunt. And since I just mentioned PvP, I'm going to go ahead and play a short clip from one of my most recent matches where I took out 2 hunters, but it was really stressful. Oh, hello. Do I have somebody coming up to me right now? I do. Got 1 hit. 1 dead. Oh. Ooh. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Now, I realize I've said a lot of great things about the game, but I haven't really explained what the game is all about. Hunt Showdown is a PvEVP extraction style shooter, and your main objective is to load in, locate the boss lair by either finding 3 of these clues or just by randomly stumbling upon the boss lair, kill the boss, banish the boss, grab the bounty token, and hightail it to extract, all while dealing with all of the various things that are trying to kill you, like zombies, water-cracking octopus things, other hunters, and even a giant fucking bear. Now, there's currently 6 different bosses in the game consisting of Spider, fuck this boss, Assassin, Scrapbeak, Butcher, Hellborn, and Rotjaw. Spider, fuck this boss again. Assassin, Scrapbeak, and Butcher are all static bosses that you fight inside of a compound, while Hellborn and Rotjaw are wild targets, meaning that you actually have to hunt these bosses down in the world to find them, hopefully kill them, and hopefully extract with the bounty token. Now, there's 2 ways of getting a bounty token. You can either kill the boss, banish the boss, and grab the bounty token, or you can kill a person that's currently carrying a bounty token and steal it from them. The whole server gets notified when a boss is being banished, and it shows exactly where a boss is being banished on the map, which if there's only 1 boss on the map can lead to what feels like the whole damn server stacking up on your compound trying to take that thing from you. You also get this sick dark sight boost for a couple seconds when you pick up a bounty token that basically gives you free wall hacks and allows you to see other hunters up to a certain range. But if you're carrying a bounty token, you're pretty easy to track down because there's this lightning bolt thing that keeps showing up on the map that's ratting you out the entire time you're carrying the bounty token. There's pretty much 3 outcomes to every game. Either A, you kill a boss, or 2, depending on how many there are on the map, and extract with the bounty tokens. In this scenario, you level up your hunter and gain these trait points when you level up. These points can be used on traits, which are basically perks for your hunter. I'll leave that up to a separate video in the future to go really in depth on the ins and outs of that system, as it can get kind of complex pretty fast. You also gain experience in your bloodline, which can help you unlock new gear and equipment, as well as you get to keep all the gear you brought in. Anything you brought out from either looting in the world or stole off a dead hunter's corpse is now labeled as contraband, which is gear that you can always take into the next match or keep it stored away if you want, but you can't sell it. So always use contraband if you have it. Scenario 2 is that you die, which in my case is most of the time because I fucking suck. In this scenario, you lose your hunter, all of your gear, and you only gain half the amount of bloodline XP. So pro tip, try not to die if you can help it. In scenario 3 is that you extract without getting a bounty token out, which sucks, but like at least you didn't lose anything. But also, like, what did you do the entire match? All jokes aside though, option 3 is totally fine, especially if you just want to get a hunter up to 50, or if you can't get to the boss in time or kill the guy that has the bounty token. Ultimately, I would suggest trying to go for option 1 if the cards are in your favor. In order to get access to better gear, as I mentioned before, you need to level up your bloodline rank. rank, which is leveled up through just playing the game. Certain actions grant more XP to your hunter/bloodline rank, like killing a boss or player obviously grants more XP than killing a zombie, for example. And to unlock certain variations of weapons, you have to first unlock the gun by leveling up your bloodline rank, and then gain XP with that base weapon to unlock its different variants. Now, once you reach bloodline rank 100, you gain the ability to prestige. Prestiging means that just about everything is wiped back down to rank 1, including all weapon progression unlocks and hunters. However, you get the option to pick from 3 things: a free legendary skin, 2,000 hunt dollars, or a 10% XP boost for your next prestige. I always go for the legendary skin, since the only way that you can obtain legendary skins is via blood bonds, which you have to pay real money for, or through the battle pass. I like saving money, and I also like skins, so I picked that, but all 3 of them are a great option. I wanted to just touch on the gunplay here for just a moment, because it really is probably the best and simultaneously the funniest part about this game. Obviously, the game has an old western theme, so this means that you're mostly limited to lever action and bolt action rifles and revolvers. There's some outliers like the Auto 5, which is a semi-auto shotgun, the Dolch, which is a semi-auto pistol, and there's even a fully automatic Mosin Nagant in the game, but that recoil, man, that recoil is just rough. This means that more often than not, you're exchanging shots at a relatively slow pace, which means that if you both miss, it turns into a mouse wiggling and attempting to retreat fest really fast as both players are trying to chamber their next shot. Then you have the ones that will just miss and immediately result to charging your ass with a spear like we're back on the beach in Ark Survival Evolved. It's honestly really funny just watching your teammate get absolutely rushed down by some dude just chasing him with a spear. Also, I gotta give a shout out to the headshot sound in this game. That has to be one of the most satisfying headshot indicators I've ever heard in my whole life, and it's so satisfying when you go for a shot that's just a little farther out than you're usually comfortable with and it connects. Props to the audio design team for that. Speaking of audio design, I wanted to talk about that for a little bit because damn, I cannot recall a single game that has this good of audio design. You can literally hear just about everything that's happening in the bayou. Tree branches cracking, dogs barking, zombies coughing, mosquitoes buzzing, literally everything. I mean, just listen to the ambiance of this game when you're literally doing nothing at all. The audio also gives you a lot of hints as to what you're going to be running into. For example, I know that I need to be careful and either try and sneak past or get rid of a hive as fast as I can whenever I hear this. As well as there's various different sound traps in the game like crows, ducks, and horses to either alert you of an enemy's presence or to give away yours. I also feel like the positional audio in this game is super solid as well. I feel like I have a much easier time determining the position of an enemy hunter based off of footsteps alone than I do in other similar titles. Now, I know I've been going on for a while about how much I love this game, but there's definitely some things that I don't quite like about it, mostly having to do with the really confusing UI, which I know has been a thing that the community's been asking for a rework on for a long time, which when Hunt had its big 2.0 update with the release of Mammon's Gulch, they did update the UI, however, it somehow got worse. It's just kind of a pain in the ass sometimes to get to things that you need, like buying and creating loadouts and getting to your weapon progression screen to see how much XP you need with a certain weapon in order to unlock its next variant. There's been multiple community-made UI reworks that honestly look awesome, and at this point, I think they'd be better off just paying a community member royalties or a lump sum of cash to grab their design from them and just run with it. I also think that there can be some better weapon balancing in the game at times as well. Like, for example, at the time of recording this video, if you were going to pick between using the bow and arrow and the Nitro Express, you're honestly better off just picking the bow and arrow due to the nerfs that the Nitro got in the past, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense considering that the Nitro Express is supposed to be an elephant hunting rifle, meaning that a bow and arrow somehow has more stopping power than an elephant gun and is basically silent at the same time, which honestly just really makes no sense whatsoever. Overall, I still strongly recommend Hunt Showdown to most people. For PC players, the game goes on sale regularly on Steam, like it is right now, sitting at just $14.99. And for console players, especially those who are Game Pass subscribers on Xbox, you literally have no excuse not to at least give the game a shot since the game is included in the Xbox Games Pass. I think that Hunt Showdown is one of the best extraction shooter experiences on the market, and it has been for a very long time, especially if you're looking for something that doesn't force you into a massive grind fest that you have to quit your job and get a divorce over just to get access to basic equipment. This video took me about 2 weeks to plan, write, and edit, so if you enjoyed the content and want to see more from me, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Also, I'd like to ask, what kind of videos would you like to see? Would you like to see me continue making content around Hunt Showdown, or would you like to see this same style of video across multiple different games? Let me know down in the comments below. Lastly, I'd like to thank all the viewers that watched this video. I've enjoyed making videos on YouTube for a very long time, and it makes me really happy to entertain people. With all that being said, I hope to see you sometime soon in the bayou, Hunter.